The Albion bid to bounce back from Derby Day disappointment as they face Aston Villa at Villa Park. It'll be a tall order for Fabian Hürzeler's side against a Villa side pushing hard for Champions League qualification. No doubt about it, Brighton will have to be at their very best. Achieve that, and they've shown time and time again they're capable of beating anyone. It's a massively important midweek away day for the Seagulls. It's given to Rodgers, who tries to hold off Baliba, and Baliba has fouled him, and that is a very, very early yellow card for Carlos Baliba. A little harsh. He did have a grasp at his arm, and there was a pull at Baliba's shirt. Yes, a foul, but a very early yellow for Carlos Baliba, who now has to be incredibly careful. Fabian Hürzeler looking calm in his seat in the dugout. Into Baliba, who can flick it forward, and Welbeck can find Hinchelwood. A little loose though, and Hinchelwood couldn't quite get to it. Baliba's got to be very careful. He has just committed another foul already on a yellow card. There's the challenge on Onana. He does catch him, and catch him quite badly. Now this is interesting. James Milner is getting ready to come on, and you would think it's for Carlos Baliba on a yellow card. It's a gorgeous pass from Martinez out to Sancho, up against Mitoma. Sancho. The ball to Rodgers. Verbruggen's there, and that's wild from Rodgers at the second attempt. Martinez with pass of the match there. That was sensational. Sancho finding that little run from Rodgers, and Verbruggen again was needed at his near post. Well, here we go then. Huge moment in the game, and a huge moment in Premier League history. James Milner against his former club equals Gareth Barry's record of Premier League appearances, 653. Not the best night for Carlos Baliba, but a big night for James Milner. Van Hecke goes down. Ollie Watkins looks baffled. Well, is it a case of Paul Van Hecke playing Aston Villa at their own game? No, it's not, because that is a big arm across the face, and Fabian Hürzeler thinks an elbow. Van Hecke, not the most popular figure at Villa Park. And a no-look pass from Douglas Luiz just pushes Rodgers further wide. It may not deter him though. Buendia. And Buendia's snapshot wasn't far away. In fact, many thought that was heading in inside Villa Park. Rodgers going short to Buendia. He got it through the legs of Veltman, and he almost snuck it in beyond the despairing dive of Verbruggen, who wouldn't have got there, I don't think. He knew it was close. Onana tries to force his way through, can't do so. And Welbeck is very smart. That's a great ball through to Mitoma. Doesn't have much by way of support. Up against Bogard. Mitoma not far away. He shaped beautifully for that far post. Extremely well worked. Crisp passing from the Seagulls to release Mitoma. Had a glance, saw Danny Welbeck approaching, went for goal himself. In the end, I think Martinez would have got there. A scratch of the chin from Unai Emery, plenty for him to ponder. Chelsea and Manchester United dropping points last night is very helpful for them. That's towards Danny Welbeck. Welbeck shields it, brings Mitoma into it. There's opportunities here. Mitoma floating it in, drops for Welbeck. Back for Kadioglu. Kadioglu goes for glory and he's hit the crossbar. What a hit. Surprised Martinez. He may well have got a touch on this, the Villa keeper. And if he did, it's an absolutely wonderful save. Certainly hits the crossbar. Does he get a touch? Oh, that is a sensational save from Martinez. Maatsen. Rodgers trying to find space anywhere, and Gomez has taken it off him. Brilliant from Diego Gomez, absolutely wonderful work. He knew Welbeck was offside, he finds Mitoma. Hinchelwood, Gross is there, big chance this for Brighton. Gross across, it might fall for Hinchelwood, it's over the bar. Fabian Herzler knows that in the context of this game, that was a big opening for his side. Diego Gomez at the heart of it. Gross trying to find the cutback, and eventually it came to Hinchelwood, and that's the reaction from the bench. Close but not close enough. The away fans serenade Diego Gomez. There's going to be some very fresh legs indeed. The injection of youth from Fabian Herzler is incoming. Comes to Milner, and Milner's snapshot saved by Martinez, and Maatsen got there ahead of Gomez. Brighton threaten again. It's Milner forcing a full stretch save from Martinez, and he pushed it back into the danger zone. Gomez was almost on hand to gobble up the chance. Now Gross, Howe down the line. Neatly done from Howe. And again Howe. Comes in field of Maatsen. Howe's cross is a peach, Martinez away. He simply had to fly out there. Kostulas, Milner gets it to Veltman, only just. Howe again, confident start from Howe. Howe's cross, and it's flicked over Martinez. Not sure if Mings had a shout from his goalkeeper. Harry Howe causing havoc since he's come on. That cross looked too close to the keeper. Martinez coming out, a big punch to take it away from Kostulas. And here's Alisson down the left-hand side. Maatsen digs in the cross, it bounces around, and Abraham couldn't get to it, and Boscagli does just enough. It'll be an Aston Villa corner. Abraham desperately appealing for a push. Peter Banks unmoved. Late goals and the conceding of them have been an issue for the Albion in recent weeks. Bailey in. And there is a late goal. More heartbreak for the Albion. Tyrone Mings for Aston Villa. Mings got away from his man. And I think it may come off the shoulder of Hinchelwood. Is it an own goal? Mings celebrating it, but it's a Hinchelwood own goal. Unai Emery is delighted. Aston Villa finally have liftoff.